Okay, we are going swimming in this video because I think I'm going the right way. I'm on Google Map and I think I'm going the right way to the Carmarthen Leisure Centre where I used to love going swimming. Now, it's been about 4 years since I had this heart trouble, and the one thing that hit me was I couldn't go swimming. I'd been swimming for 25 years, 2, 3 times a week in Llanelli and Carmarthen. But it's the Carmarthen one that brings me back the happy memories. Because, like I said before, when you're young, you look forward, but when you're old, you like to look back. And I like to look back at the happy times I had swimming, and mostly with Joseff, because the thing is, I'm going back now. I think Joseff was about 2007, I think it was, when he wanted to come swimming with me. I just happened to tell him swimming, so I used to go and get him on the weekend, and often I used to spend a lot of time looking after Joseff for Tracy to work. And I used to take him swimming, and he loved swimming. And what happened then, he joined the swimming club in Carmarthen. And he started swimming for the leisure centre in Carmarthen. And I used to go swimming there with him as well. But it's the leisure centre in Carmarthen that he loved, because the one in Carmarthen and Llanelli, they were a bit old, but the one in Carmarthen was really, really new, and Joseff just loved the one in Carmarthen. And the water in Carmarthen was really cold, but me and Joseff used to love going there. I think I'm going the right way on Google Map. I think it's over there. Anyway, not only that, when Joseff wasn't with me, back in 2013, Llanelli pool was closed for a year, and me and a few boys from Llanelli would go swimming in Carmarthen. And one of them, well, he was from Five Woods, Graham. He turned out to be a good friend of mine, and I used to swim with him in Llanelli, and when Llanelli closed, we used to go to Carmarthen. And of course, he met Joseff, and everybody there met Joseff. I think this is it, yeah, this is a leisure centre. And we used to go swimming, me and Graham, and 2 or 3 times a week. And we got to know the girls on the desk. Now, the girls on the desk were Welsh. Most of the staff in Carmarthen are Welsh. And you could see a barrier here now, but that wasn't there when I was going swimming. The thing is, this Google map, I think, is about 7 years old. Anyway, I used to come down here and I used to park the car over there and take Joseff, and often on my own, and meet Graham in the swimming pool. And we used to go swimming and got to know the girls on the desk. And I got to say, there's a lot of things I liked about Carmarthen, but the staff there was absolutely out of the world. And 2 girls on the desk, Emma and Jane. Emma from Carmarthen and Jane from Ponteberem. And they were the most nicest and good-looking girls women then I'd met, and outstanding personality. I used to love chatting with them, me and Graham, before we went into the pool to swim and on the way out. It was, the atmosphere in Carmarthen, even though I liked Llanelli, but Carmarthen was a lot better, and the atmosphere was really out of this world. And me and Graham then, we got to know. I'm trying to go on the side here, see if I can see the pool from the side, inside here. And me and Graham, we got to know 2 girls in the pool we started swimming with. One of them was Eve, retired nurse, and the other one was Margaret. And they turned out to be good friends of us. And this was regular, We'd go down in the morning, and they were there all the time, and we would chat. And the next thing, we started having coffee. You see, after a swim, we'd sit down and have coffee. And it's funny, when I'm thinking back now, it takes me back a lot by year now to the leisure centre, and I've downloaded a picture of what it's like inside. Okay, see if I can get this picture up for you now. There it is, there. Here we are. This is what it's like inside. Look at this pool. It was beautiful. The water was absolutely cold, but it was such a lovely pool to swim in. And me and you often, you can see the lanes there, see, and then you had open swimming beer, and we'd be in here and talking to Margaret and Eve, and we started having coffee then after a swim, and we got so attached to these two girls, and again, beautiful personality, and Welsh speaking, and they said, they loved my stories, and they said to me one day, you could write a book, And Graham said to them, he has. Oh, that was so funny. And they said, oh, you've got a book out. Yeah, he's got 2 or 3, Graham said. They didn't know it, they knew nothing about me being on TV and that I had a book out and all that. They were absolutely gobsmacked. So when I started telling them all that, they were on their backs laughing. Of course, Emma and Jane on the checkout, they knew about me being on TV and books out and things, and they had seen me on magazines, everything, But these 2 girls, Eve and Margaret, had no idea, and they were absolutely gobsmacked when I was telling them. And they started going online and looking at my videos on YouTube and everything. And every time I'd go and swim with them, they were coming out saying stories and laughing. We had so much fun. Anyway, this is a photo of Joseff swimming. Here we are. I was so proud of him. He was such a good swimmer, And what I used to do with Joseff, you see, I used to take him to the pool, and I'd swim. Up until the age of 65, I could swim 50 lengths of the pool. And I used to tell Joseff, right, by the time I swim 10 lengths now, you swim 30 and I'll give you £10. And that got him swimming faster, and it was my way of training him to swim, because he did well in swimming. He was beating boys from Pembroke and Tenby, he was so good at swimming. Anyway, I go back now to show you another photo of Joseff. And what happened then, he did a charity swim. He did a charity swim in, I've written here, in Swansea Pool. I've written on this picture, a 10-year-old grandson swims a mile, 50-meter pool in Swansea, you see, that he did a charity swim for that, and he did well for that, and he had a lot of money for that, for the charity that he was swimming for. Anyway, we go out to that now, go back to the leisure centre, and I like to go down here on Google Map, and it brings back such happy memories. To me, I think 2013, when the Llanelli pool was closed, and me and Graham was coming here all the time, and Les, I mustn't forget, Les was a retired teacher, he was with us sometimes, but me and Graham all the time together and chatting with Eve and Margaret. We had so much fun. And of course, it is heartbreaking that I cannot go swimming anymore, but I can't complain. I'm 71 now. I've had a good life when it comes to swimming and women especially, and I've enjoyed some great happy moments with Joseff. And I go in the car park here now, because Google Map has even gone in the car park, I think. Oh, it's gone over here. I've had some great happy moments with Joseff, and there was always, you see these kids. There was always school kids in Carmarthen and Llanelli. So you had to go swimming before the school kids come in, you see, and avoid them, because the teachers and things didn't allow you to change in the changing room when the school kids come in. So you had to do the swimming before they come in. And because more often, a lot of times they'd come in and you'd be there, already in the changing room. That was a bit difficult, but you did your best to avoid swimming with kids, because it wasn't fun at all when the pool was full of school kids. You didn't have the fun that you always did. So it was, me and Graham were pretty early down here. I go for walks down the village now at 9, and people say you're very early. Well, I used to come back from the pool here at 9 o'clock. I used to be down here at 7, 8 o'clock, swimming with Margaret and Eve, and chatting with Emma and Jane on the desk, and even Joseff. Joseff was pretty good at getting up in the morning, and he was an early bird. And Joseff loved the leisure centre in Carmarthen and the cold water. And I'll go back to the picture again. Wait a minute, I'm in the wrong place now, am I? Where have I gone to now? Where is that? Oh, you're here. Yeah, Joseff loved the cold water, yeah, because it was really freezing. But, once you did the length, you were right, It was good for swimming in. And, like I say, even though I can't go swimming now, I can look back at the happy memories, I really enjoyed Carmarthen, especially 2013 when Llanelli was closed and we used to come down here regular. Of course, Jane has retired now. She's with me on Facebook, and Emma is with me on Facebook. Eve, I don't know where Eve is now. She apparently moved from Carmarthen. Even when I was swimming there, you didn't see her anymore because she had moved away somewhere. And Margaret, she started working in the canteen there. So it all came to an end in the end. And like they say, all good things come to an end. And me and Graham went back to swimming in Llanelli. But of course, every time I took Joseff swimming, he loved Carmarthen. He didn't like Llanelli. But I can look back now, and especially go online and go on Google Map and look at these photos and look back at the happy days and happy memories I've got of swimming. And the funny thing is, when I had this heart problem 4 years ago, Joseff then was 15 and he had lost interest in swimming. He didn't want to go swimming anymore, and yet he was so good. I was taking Joseff to galas, right? And he was beating boys from all over Wales. He was such a good swimmer. But by the time he was 15, so Joseff finally stopped swimming. And of course, at the time when I couldn't take him. And looking back about it, when you think of it, right, I was so lucky up in the age of 65, able to take Joseff swimming. I was so fit then, able to do that. And I find that amazing, because if I'd had this heart trouble, and a lot of men do get heart trouble, and even women at the age of 60 odd, or even before then, if I'd had this heart trouble before then, I wouldn't have been able to take Joseff swimming. I wouldn't have had all this great fun and all these happy memories to look back on. So the timing was really brilliant, the time I had this heart trouble and the time Joseff stopped swimming, it was about the same time. Amazing. And then, of course, we got locked down now and hardly anybody goes swimming. So it's all come to an end now. But I can look back at the days, especially 2013. Joseff was 10 then. Was he 10? I think he was 10. He was born 2003. We'll work that out. He was around about 10. Anyway, and I was 63. And I can look back at all this now. Anyway, I better stop rabbiting on and put this on YouTube, okay?